Hello, I'm Mary Yanez, Director of the Senior Adult Program at the El Paso Community College. And we have a wonderful show planned for you today. We're going to be promoting our classes. Some of them are new that will be being provided and offered in the spring semester in January. You can start registering December the 7th, first day of registration online. Okay, everything's online because our college is closed just to be safe, keep everybody safe in this community. And so we are going to be offering all our classes online, but we've invited a couple of wonderful instructors. I'm going to introduce you to Carmen Vargas, who is going to be our new Qigong instructor. We're going to introduce her right now. Hi, Carmen. Thanks for being with us here.
Hi.
And later on, we're going to talk to Letty Hernandez, who's our Tai Chi, she's our, gentle way yoga instructor. She's also going to introduce us to a new meditation class. With everything that's going on and the stress, we certainly need some meditation techniques. So thank you, Carmen, for
Thank you for inviting me. I'm really excited and looking forward to meeting everybody who's going to be joining my class. Really excited.
That's wonderful. I want to ask you first, where have you taught before? How did you get involved with teaching seniors?
Oh, thank you for asking. You know what, Mary? Qigong is so beautiful. It's so beautiful in the way that people can't even imagine. Sometimes we think that age is a limitation for movement and disease. Sometimes we're going through an issue, a health issue that maybe has us stuck to a chair or bedridden, and we believe that's it. There's nothing else to do. So it all started actually with my mother. She had kidney disease and she had to be hemodialyzed twice or three times a week and dialyzed every single day, 4 or 5 times a day. And I was the blessed one to be there for her and help her through that. So at the same time, I had just finished coming through this certification of Qigong and realized how it would help her even though she was in bed. And that's the way it all started. Basically, that's the short story. That's the way it started. After she passed, I had this longing of being able to help other seniors that were in her same situation, maybe worse, maybe not that bad, and maybe none at all, right? No health issue at all. And so I started sharing my story, people who knew me and all that. And as I was giving classes at different places, parks as well as my own place, suddenly somebody referred me to Monte Vista. And that's where I was able to actually share in a bigger place, with more people, reach more seniors. And at the beginning, I was a little worried that they would actually feel comfortable, doing it, have like trust. I was amazed. They love it. They felt comfortable. There were some people that were labeled as being grouchy and antisocial and anti-activities, But Carmen was coming. The Qigong instructor was coming. They wanted to be there. Even seniors who were not living there anymore, who had decided to live away from Monte Vista, they would come just to my hour. And it is just so satisfying to be able to see how people would come in their walkers. And then after a few weeks of doing these classes twice a week, it was like, hey, Carmen, and they show off. Look at me. Do you see anything different? Well, of course, no cane, no walker, no wheelchair. So that's how I got involved, and I love it.
And that's when I met you. I saw you in action teaching this Qigong class at Monte Vista Community Living Retirement Community. And I just said, I've got to get her to teach for our program. So that's how it all started. But I would like to ask you, what kinds of exercises are involved in Qigong? Do you use props? Do you use a chair? What kinds of exercises? It's different than Tai Chi. It's different than yoga. Tell me how you teach the class or what kind of exercises you use.
Excellent. So if it's somebody who does not have any limitations, physical limitations, then you don't need anything but yourself and the will, right? That's it. The difference between Qigong and Tai Chi is we don't even need that much space. It is your little space right there. And what we do is we move our arms, we breathe. There's a lot of breathing and our arms. It is like a moving meditation, basically. That's what it is, a moving meditation with slow motions, a lot of visualization, a lot of visualization. And so what props would I use? In the case that there is someone like that is the case in the seniors population and community, that there are limitations and sometimes it's just so they can feel more secure, then we use the chair. Basically, the chair that they are sitting in. We can do it as they are sitting down, or we can do it as they are standing up. They will, and I always ask, okay, we are going to stand up for those who prefer standing. And for those who feel comfortable sitting, we're going to sit. Those that stand, please, even if you don't need it, just stand behind your chair and hold on to it. Just as long as, you know, it's there as just a safety feature, okay? So that's basically what we do. We move very slow motions. Like, for example, we capture the energy that is around us. We take it down to the earth, bring it up as we inhale, okay? And then we will gently but firmly push it out. So that is just like really nice and gentle. And believe it or not, because we are applying and including the breathing, it takes and makes so much of a difference in whatever you are going through, even just relaxation or stress that you're dealing with.
Well, now I'd like to introduce Leticia Hernandez, who is our Gentle Way Yoga instructor. She's also going to teach a new class, Carmen, that she's starting on meditation. And with all the stress that we're all going through, being locked up in the homes and not gathering in large crowds, not having in-person visitors, it's very important for us to calm down and make sure that the stress of the COVID doesn't get to us. So Letty, tell me a little bit about your Gentle Way Yoga, and then let's get right into your meditation class. What is it called, your class?
With Gentle Way Yoga, like it says, it's gentle. I like to, I love the name gentle because it's kind of like Tai Chi and all that. Our movements are very slow because when we do gentle movements, we are connecting to our body and mind. There is more control since yoga is a discipline. It's disciplining our mind and our bodies and connecting to the spirit. So, making it gentle, I decided for seniors to make it gentle, and they're able to reach to their level and, gracefulness, moving this energy of movement. It's easy for us and relaxing and, it's I think easier than the power yogas, and so people benefit more from the gentleness and the connection with the mind.
And do you, and I've taken your class and I've gotten all my little props that you use to help us for balance and to be safe.
Alignment.
What kinds of props do you use in your yoga class?
One of the greatest props that I love are the pole, because we use it for many, the movements. It maintains our alignments, and it's something to hold on to. There's so many warm-up exercises that I use with a pole. I use the ball, I use the scarf. We have a timing where we just enjoy and release the energy, the spirit, and connect. And then we do the yoga after we warm up our bodies, because as seniors, we need to warm up a little bit more so we won't have any injuries.
Yes.
Safety is number one for me. So I do a lot of warm up. I do a little cardio to bring up the heart, and be all ready, all warm up for our yoga. So by the time we get to meditation, I do with gentle with yoga, I do about a 5-minute meditation and then end with a quote. So our bodies are all relaxed, and they go deep into meditation for 5 minutes and very relaxing. It's wonderful. I really enjoy that part.
How are you going to teach the meditation for relaxation? Do you use music in the background for that?
What I plan to do, Mary, since it's a 2-hour class, what I'm planning to do, I'm going to educate people on the different types of meditation. There's so many different types. So I'm going to put a PowerPoint, use a PowerPoint for educating on a particular type, of meditation. And then I'm going to take them into breathing exercises, stretching exercises, and then like a longer type meditation. Since it's in the evening, they're going to be ready for bed and just knock out, really
Oh,
relax.
that's wonderful. And I know that in a lot of the nursing homes, they need something like that right before bedtime so the seniors can rest, more comfortably. And, we can do that in our homes for ourselves so that we can be rested. And so are you going to have a break in between your class? Is that what you do?
Yes, of course, and it's once you're teaching, you're going to be dialogue, people ask questions. I like to get feedback, with my students. Socializing, like you've always mentioned, is so important for us. So the feedback, they help me through feedback, letting me know, oh, this, and I would like this, and oh, what about this? So there's a dialogue there going on, engaging people in what I'm teaching. I ask questions. And so, but the bottom line with that I want to mention with meditation, it's right now so important, like you mentioned, and it scientifically, Mary, there's been proven it's, depression and anxiety, all these things, it's been proven that it helps with that. And I think it's a very critical time for us to really focus on meditating, making that time to relax the body and let the body heal. When we're relaxed, we're healing our bodies. The body automatically knows how to heal itself, but it needs that little piece, that piece of relaxation, of calmness, so our body can do its work, because our bodies knows how to fix itself. It just needs that resting time that the meditation provides.
That is so true. And, and going back to Carmen, a lot of these classes like Qigong, Tai Chi, gentle way yoga, and all of these classes are so healing, and they all have breathing exercises incorporated into the routine. And and I want to tell Carmen, we had our faculty meeting recently, and we talked about how important socialization is. Do you find that at the beginning of your class, you allow your students to kind of course, on the screen this time, because we're going to be teaching online, that they can share their week, how are they feeling? It's important for the instructor to know what kind of frame of mind they're coming into the class, right, Carmen? So tell me how you're going to manage your students.
You know what, Mary? It is so true. It very, very, very important. We need to socialize. We are social beings. And especially in our senior age, we need it even more so. We don't get it that much, so we need it even more so with other people. And yes, of course, how would I do it? By asking questions. Everybody wants and needs to give us feedback on how they are feeling, what it is they want to actually address. Once they know what it is that we're going to be doing and the benefits they'll be receiving. So definitely, it's a very important um, moment to ask questions and to listen, and to listen, because just like Letty says, depending on what they say, we might have something already structured, but it might not be what they are needing, and so then we can have that leniency to adapt the exercises and the syllabus to what it is that they are needing at those moments, those precise moments. So yes.
And one of the things that our seniors incorporate is a little bit of lecture, a little bit of nutrition information. I think Letty does that too. A little bit of hydrating, making sure you have water next to you, because you need to hydrate while you're expanding this energy. And so, you all do a fantastic job of kind of framing your classes to make sure that not only do they learn positioning and movements, but they learn about self-healing. Like Letty says, the body heals itself, but you got to give it the nutrition, the nutrients, you got to give it the water, the hydration, for it to be able to, the joints to function, right? And so lecture is always part of our communication in our classes. So Letty, in your classes, what else do you want to add and you want to share with our viewers?
I just want to mention that, after we do a little socializing at the beginning, I help them with bells. Bells sound is very important. So I put some bells, before we start any kind of things, because our minds are all like, after a long day, our minds are all shattered. So with the bells, we all kind of, I calm them down, we all come down to where the bell, there's something special about bells, there's certain types of bells that calm the whole system. And then I just, focus on their body. They start becoming aware of their feet, their knees, their hands, their weight, their pelvis, their shoulders, their relax, and their breath. The breath is one of the most important things. This is actually what takes you into deep meditation. So they focus on their breath. I calm their system down, and then they just open their eyes, and then we're ready to start class. So that's for me very important, to calm them down with the bells. I just wanted to say that.
Very good. Thank you so much for adding that. As a matter of fact, I wanted to get up and go get my bell because I have a little dish, and you hit it and it ding, it has beautiful sounds. Carmen, what other techniques are good for our seniors that you may want to share?
One of the exercises or routines that I go through is actually a self massage. And I find that they really, really, really enjoy that. Sometimes and just like Letty said, it's so important to warm up. So self-massaging at the beginning and at the end, okay, is very important. So I like to do that as well. And all the classes, of course, begin with an explanation of what we're doing, a preparation of what we would be doing, and being an also wellness holistic health coach There's so many things that they will be getting, like little nuggets of information to go with it. Like, for example, every season of the year, every moment has a certain organ that we should be addressing through these exercises. And that's what we will be doing. So when we're going through the self massage, okay, that would be the organ that I would be mostly focusing on. And why? You know, I believe that when we know, we never cease to be children. And you know, when as children, our parents say no to this and no to that, we're, why? You know, why not? And why not? And if we don't get a real explanation, we're going to do it or we're not going to do it, right? Depending on what the thing is. So I love to explain why it is, what benefits and what things will happen if, you know, if we do something without this knowledge, if we do it this way instead of that way, if I breathe this way instead of the other way. So going back to the original question, self-massage, I would definitely say.
And you, as a health coach, you know, you're going to bring such great information to your students. We want to get everybody excited to join our Gentle Way Yoga with Letty Hernandez, our meditation for relaxation that she's going to teach. That's another class for Letty. And then we're going to teach the Qigong with Carmen Vargas, who's also a health coach. And oh man, this knowledge. Sometimes when we have tummy ache or something's wrong when we're little, they tell us to massage our stomach in a circular fashion. And that's when we're concentrating on the digestive system. And you know, what a great idea. Letty, you're probably getting some good ideas too as part of your lecture because we share. And we want to help our seniors to stay healthy. How can they get a hold of you, Letty, if someone wants to find out about your class and they want to register?
Oh, through EPCC, the website, or they can also text me. You know, I don't mind if they text me. I don't answer unknown numbers, so they can text me. My phone number is 915-408-4072, and they can just text me and let me know they're interested, and I can guide them to where they can get involved also. Mm-hmm.
Very good. And then I want to ask the same question for Carmen, who's going to be teaching our Qigong class. She's a health coach and she's wonderful and beautiful. I think your students are really going to like this new class that we're offering with Carmen Vargas. How can they get a hold of you, Carmen, if they want to find out about the class to see if it's good for them?
Oh, the same way. They can always find out through the EPCC website, and they can text me as well, 915-504-8843. And please sign up because you are going to love it. If you haven't tried it, come and try something new. It's easy, it's fun, it's so beneficial. So come and sign up. Come on, I'm waiting.
That's wonderful. We also want to remind everybody that all of our mature living shows are on YouTube, and you can go to EPCC TV and go to Mature Living, and you'll find a lot of these shows. If you didn't write down the phone number, you can always get these phone numbers. You can also call if Carmen, you want to mute yourself? And you can also call our senior adult program office number. It's 831-7801 if you want more information on classes. And we have an email for our senior adult program. It's sap@epcc.edu, and we will help you to register. We want you to tell your friends and your neighbors and your comadres and compadres to join our classes. We're going to have about 20 or more classes being offered. Some of them are new classes, and some of them are like crocheting. you know, since we're at home, we might as well learn a new activity, right? To keep us healthy and happy at home. And so that does it for today. We've been talking with Leticia Hernandez, Carmen Vargas, our instructors for the Senior Adult Program online for 2021 for the spring semester. We'll see you all next week, and you'll be sure and call us.
He encontrado en tu amor la fe perdida y ahora tiene mi vida una razón. No sé si fue el embrujo de tus ojos que le dijo a tus labios, róbenle el corazón. Yo sé que los 1000 besos que te he dado en la boca se me fue el corazón. Si dicen que es pecado querer como te quiero, quizás tengan razón. Pero que de importarme todo lo que me digan si no te de olvidar. Que si es pecado amarte, yo he de vivir pecando porque lo he de negar. Te seguiré queriendo, te seguiré besando hasta volverte loca. Hasta que me devuelvas el corazón que en besos yo te dejé en la boca. Yo sé que en los 1000 besos que te he dado en la boca se me fue el corazón. Si dicen que es pecado querer como te quiero, quizá tengan razón. Pero que de importarme todo lo que me digan si no te de olvidar. Que si es pecado amarte, yo he de vivir pecando porque lo he de negar. Te seguiré queriendo, te seguiré besando hasta volverte loca. Hasta que me devuelvas el corazón que beso yo te dejé en la boca.